we'll do this bonus objective. Oh no, on track. Sorry, I got confused. Seems not quite as exciting as figuring out the brother stuff, but
Lots to do.
probably worth it. Can I talk to other people? Where's like Erish?
Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before we open them. Once we
There he is.
well, survivors will be escorted here straight away.
Wonderful. Keep me
What
up.
is that? Oh, that's like a light. Was this here before?
Salvador,
Nope.
Head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Huh. Never went back here. American Overnight Program has operated successfully for over years. Originally designed to assist in providing this information to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AUs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call and report their experience with the paranatural. In fact, American Overnight alerted the Bureau of in its first year of operation alone. In its report, the investigation sectors have cataloged and categorized each episode of American Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AU occurrence and analysis. The more blunt results of the Night Springs. Results of Night Springs have also been cataloged in a separate report. Further filed for full report. Current analysis. The more like American Overnight was not the show. The radio show on in Alan Wake was specifically like in that town. I doubt anything new is happening in here, but I don't think I would have missed that audio log from Salvador. They might just be saying that like the information from Night Springs is cataloged somewhere else because, you know, that's such a big thing that occurred. Or I might be misunderstanding what is being said on that. It's just a way out of here.
Hope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
I do like the...
See me take down one of those flying motherfuckers?
Bullshit.
you guys are fun. I do like that our like command post has been like getting progressively feeling it more built up. I just missed this. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Mrs. Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research reports for breakthrough results from her work. Putting to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She's professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves the recommendation and promote Ms. Pope to the position of research specialist. Oh no, this is all new. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us to an ancestral heritage. See Jung's report, page 12 to 34. Though the collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and cultural. This internal belief of the power of images shared by a massive population is in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of route and executa is attracted to the best representation of that image and viewing a single object with massive amounts of bot. Theoretical place of powers could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Refer to file. I could have just missed this whole room. Nope, because I was in there. I mean, a lot of this seems like that it might have been set up after the fact, especially because that's all like the research things that we were dealing with before.
Director better not think about hitting my department with a reorg.
All of this was about the same. I don't know why I'm just so like into slapping those radios on. What was this way? Oh right, this was like a big room that had nothing really in it. Got overly distracted. So we got this side quest.
These references to Hedron?
Before we go to deal with this, be the easier place to try. I think just here. I want to go talk to Atty. Or at least see if Atty has anything. I'm surprised you guys are still set up here.
Chops. She does. Now get back to work.
I would have assumed you guys would have just bailed.
Director fading.
I forgot this was an elevator up. I wouldn't have gone this way if I remembered. I think the other fast travel spot would have been better. But I always forget. Take the other way. Right here.
The containment sector has blown to pussy splinters. The
What do you say?
work won't end even if you keep doing it. They are very good listeners. It's back. What would kill a bad thing? Paska mikä paska.
Okay. The clog again?
What's the worst thing about this vermin? Satana. The noise.
Okay. So we got a couple of things to do now. Just show up. Damage after kills, right? Central research. This one would be here, right? Pump station. So I... Is that not here? Coolant pumps. Maybe that question mark is the pump station. I would assume it's here, but you... Oh, probably doesn't help that I untracked it. Yep, okay. I just have to figure out how to get there the easiest. I think just... Not that way. book it through this room to get to the fast travel spot. Alright, guys, sorry, don't really want to deal with you. I mean, that one looks pretty close. I guess I could always just... go here and take the elevator down. Might work out too. Yeah, that one. Just a clog getting angry again. I don't have time for you, Bureau Alert. Enemies are gonna be spawning in here too, aren't they? If going this way was a mistake. It's like that other... Oh, I think this is a... Oh, man, his,
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Look at him. Give me your clog notes. Simulacrum. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make a note describing the new form. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: a ring of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limiting physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form, and only occurs when it is unobserved physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting formula causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. The item has initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival to the old house is unknown. Can't go that way. Bring, I don't really like those noises. Oh, that would be a lot easier than trying to do stuff over there. I could just go it over, right? Or does that do the trick? I guess that does the trick too. Now what am I doing? Or like specific spot to hit? Is this the draining pump? What am I doing? There it is!
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
I don't wanna. I really don't. Maybe we can be friends. Maybe I can aim better.
Goodbye, Mr. Claw. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Well, I got points for it. I don't know if I care about Dylan. I'm gonna help the Bureau. I'm gonna say the Foundation, but I think that's just the name of one of the DLCs. Whether or not this counts as the Foundation, unsure. I will just slap that onto the grip. I feel like talk to the plants will be quicker. And then we can move on to old growth. So track that one. Just have to slip my way to a checkpoint. Hopefully I can do that without getting assaulted. I'm gonna get assaulted. Please, please, let me use the elevator. Can't catch me now, I'm in an elevator. Haha, sucks to be you, baby. Look at him trying to float around and aim with stuff. There's still a chest right there. Also, we got a lot of points that we can use to make ourselves cooler. Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. It was like, maybe it was the ability dot that I didn't quite realize was what I was looking at. It was like, it was weird. It just, do I want to go for more energy and health right now, maybe? Kind of do. We got a new personnel slot too. Just a little bit extra of this seems like it's really gonna be helpful. Nowhere near enough for that, but we can do this now. Even more extra health. Basically invincible. Do I not? I really don't have any better energy efficiencies. Okay. The weird flash when I do this really threw me off for some reason. Okay, as far as research goes, well, I guess here would be closest to central research. Probably. I mean, it says it's central research. Yeah, this is where I would want to go, isn't it? So yeah, one of these has to absolutely lead to that weird pit. Whether or not we can do anything with that, unsure. But we'll try our best. I wanted to look at something real quick. I don't know if I can, though. Well, I mean, I know I can. But there's so many of these notes that I don't know if I could find it. Oh, I found it actually super easily. So I think I got a little flip turn upside down on this. Bright Falls was the town in Alan Wake. So I think Night Springs was Twilight Zone, right? Unless if I got those names mixed up, which I almost did. The more results of Night Springs have been cataloged in a separate report. So I guess that would just imply then that Night Springs was part of the Bureau. I don't really get how that would translate to getting information, though. Like, do people call into the show because they're like, yo, this weird Twilight Zone episode reminds me of... Clients who I talk to. Not those ones. mean, charge works pretty well. That didn't work so well. Bad shoot. I don't like how many people are here. But I do appreciate that none of them are spheres. I feel like grip would honestly be the better solution for me. What was this one? Damage after kill. I mean, it still does decent damage. Especially with the after kill. Where did you come from, mister? I do still think Shatter is the best one, though. Well, that all worked out. Okay. Who? Plants? Talk to plants? Find plants? Do you have, like, any helpful information about talking to plants? Just in the sector, I think there were some weird looking plants down on the lower level, which is probably what I need to do. Do you think I can just jump it? We'll see. Nope. Broke my legs. Not the solution. I just don't want to have to find my way down there. I guess I could just take the elevator. Or go up here. Actually, wait a minute.
Talk to the plants. Small talk was never really my strong suit.
Huh. Well, we know
At
where
least
that
I can't
hole...
talk back.
Hello.
I hope your day has been productive, little plant. That really works, huh?
They really loved it. I'm gonna assume we're just looking for those plants specifically. I'm also going to assume if enemies spawn in, I might try to just book it to the next plant and hope they don't have to deal. I mean, those look like weird plants. Don't want to be talked to, though. I don't know, will they all be by, like, doors leading out somewhere? I found one.
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
Okay. I mean, yeah, besides having to deal with enemies, I feel like this is going to be a simpler mission. You're not a real plant. I'm glad the,
I wish my leaves were as pretty as yours.
Jesse's really getting into it. I was gonna say, I'm glad the, indicator shows up, because some of these guys are in very dark areas. Have I been in this one? Probably. Yes. This is when I had to make it like a run around.
Do you have a family? I have a brother. I miss him a lot.
They kind of implied that my brother might be a psychopath, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So I'm gonna assume over there is for the other side quest.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean? I have no experience in leadership roles. I have no on-the-job training.
I mean, you've been... I feel like the fact that you can just consume all these objects of powers means that you're good for this. Oh, that's the radio. Like, actively, that's uncommon, right?
Your really brings out the green in your leaves. That's all of them. But I kind of wish there were more.
Yeah.
They're good listeners.
Yeah, we had fun with that one. Below central research. Well, can I do this? If it's below, I mean, there's a gaping hole. Oh, I guess his, janitor wagon was there because I, was part of his mission. Can't just press a button. I guess I can kind of... Were these here before? This way down? Ow. My legs. I didn't really notice it last time, but I also was running from the hiss. I wouldn't be surprised if this was blocked off until we had gotten the side mission, though. Like if there was some gunk in the way that just made it so I couldn't make my way down here. Quicken some legs. The pit. Oh. Here's where the cordyceps are. Like... Oh, it's not a real radio. Bonus. See, the light. What even was that? Oh, TV is like wedged into the wall. Gotcha. Right. Can't go that way. I saw the power box. A little spooky down here. Yeah, I definitely wanted that chair. Oh, that just gets me the elevator. Yeah, that's fair. And makes sense because obviously this door was already open. Am I anywhere like map specific? I am awful at looking at this. I see where I am now, but it takes me so long to actually... Those are like chill people, right?
Careful in there, man. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
I'm the director. I have clearance.
Excuse me. Are you lost?
Do you know who I am? Yo, what's that goo you're looking
barge
at?
into people's private workspaces.
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So, what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
What does that mean? Wait, what is... Whoa, that's a big mission update. Goes near toilets, goes near fresh corpses. Are these just around? So, like, I have to go to those places I've seen this before? Near the pit, near staircases, near televisions, near toilets. Fresh corpses. Seems a bit messy.
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend.
That's the name of the game,
to
though.
answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah, I also don't like her that much, Jessie.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication.
Shut up!
The mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
So the mold is coming in from... where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin
We call it the
point
mold
hasn't been
dimension.
identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
I find it weird that she didn't explain why mold is an oversimplification.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss.
And your stupid mold problem.
I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Is that a fork? Is that a fork in the mold? What the fuck? Let me read your little stupid note. Dr. Darling recently penned an essay titled "Mold and What It Can Do for You." It contains some glaring omissions that I feel must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the query threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile. To use his words, we cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the bop creating the mold was reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into penicillin, probably. Yet, yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Refer to the file for the thing. It's a weird place for a note. Under the hill, over the hill. Remove the hill from the bottom of the hill. Hello, Raya. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back in life at the old FBC? Settling back in life. I also want to ask how your coffee with Emily went. I put mold in it. Tricked ya. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive, but I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. The friendly ghost is here? There's another note. Mold. And you. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organism, similar in appearance to mold. It's very similar to mold. Construct. I shouldn't fill in the blanks. It's like a Mad Lib. Construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these things are the original disseminators of the mold or been by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates, so it makes people want to eat it. Consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. Full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. I don't know, kind of looks like mold to me. I don't know what mold looks like. It looks like goo.
Are we finished then? What do you require?
Shut up. So, one of them should be around here somewhere.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry.
It makes me want to eat it.
I wonder how this mold tastes.
Is this what you need? I kind of doubt it. I'm gonna bring it to you though. So, what do you think? Pretty good mold, am I right? I knew it was gonna happen. It just took longer than I thought it would.
Are those people?
I can control them. I mean, do I want to be down here? I think that shooting might have been what killed me when I was, Oh, I like how there's a cooldown for my, kill bonus. Whatever you call it. Yeah, maybe I should try to avoid getting shot. Ooh, they hurt so good. Oh, I've been molded. I still don't really get it. What am I looking for? Mold? Oh, I don't want to be here. Can upgrade the spin. That's cool. Maybe if I look at the mission, it'll give me a better idea. Below Central Research and the research named Dr. Underhill working there. Underhill sent just to look for samples of mold strains that will allow her to travel deeper into the active threshold. Near the pit. Type D grows near staircases. That's just what it does. That's mold. Corrupted sample. Yeah, I wanted to pick that up. Hey guys, I'm sorry, but can you give me, yeah. There has to have been a, some kind of fast travel down there that I just missed. I can't imagine that they would have really just said, nah, get back in there. I don't see anything like specifically here that would be like near the pit. Like, I just don't. See that clubfoot? Disgusting. I would just like to not have to take that elevator down all the time. It would be kind of cool. More efficient launch. It doesn't seem like there's anything.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even
They
if you
mustn't
have.
keep you very busy up there.
Yeah, I died. Sorry. Was that like volatile? Like it just started to explode when I got too close? I guess I didn't pick up that note. Playing Flamingo supplement, let's go. It just noticed that transients commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. See that file for a detailed observation. Dr. Darling reported a wait of seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After he was found to possess no and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though this still has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. They should have given it back to the dude to see if... Ooh, I thought that was like a ghoul coming out of the ground. Giving it back to the dude to see if he can make it work. Alright, so those pods will just explode on... They get too close to me. I got a little flip turn upside down here. Alright, let's try... harder. Guess he'll be my friend too. I just think those projectiles are kind of scary. Ah. I could just try shooting also. we're kind of a little bit safer right here. If only I had some kind of sniper. Yeah, if only I had some kind of sniper. So I just don't get if my goal is to find this stuff as I go, or if I need to find places. I probably need to find places because the, man, those do get real volatile quick. Because I don't have any markers telling me anywhere specifically. I don't think I can drop down any of that. Thank you. Oh. Well, this looks like a place to drop down. Did I kill him? The music stopped, so I think I'm okay. Yeah, no thank you. I don't really like this place. Also really not a fan of these. I'm gonna put grip back on for a minute. Damage while low on health. These are kind of whatever. C speed. Like, it's all fine, but there's a restroom that way. So I'll go that way. Don't know how much I really need friends here, but does make me feel better. Okay, so it looks like it is all here.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
I'd imagine since I picked up B, I might have missed A. Maybe I should go back into the main zone. Like, I'd imagine it probably cycles through. Cycles through maybe isn't the right way to phrase it, but like deeper is where we eventually want to go. I was gonna say I don't like that I hear noises. Picnic basket. Item be stored in black rock paneled cell. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining, no food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-celled organisms do not appear to react to the effects. Appendage 697 item was taken to the forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data as some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in many deaths. Further testing should be restricted to more low-key animal species with the medical staff on standby. Oh geez, low-risk animal species, not low-key. I don't really know what a low-key animal would have been. Hey, what up? You're my friend now. In case someone else tries to sneak up, like behind you. Watch out! He's got a gun! Okay. Okay. Didn't mean to, be quite that close to it. Yeah, missed some of them. I would assume maybe we'll come from that elevator at some point. Which one is this?
This looks like a good one.
I didn't even get to see what that one was. Is that the grows near the pit one? Yeah, okay, never mind. Orders all over the place. Didn't mean to fall in here. That dash was an accident. Perfectly landed in the elevator. Gonna say though, on the way down, didn't seem like there was really anywhere to like latch onto to make our way further down. I really wish they would have put an extra spot nearby. The fact I didn't get enemies to spawn at me while up there has me afraid of what might spawn on my way over here. Well, considering... Oh, wait. Considering what we've gotten and went through already, I think I'm just gonna try to see if I can blitz towards the, that bathroom section, maybe. Blitzing might not be the best idea. At this point, I probably should Dark Souls the elevator. I'm having some issues. You know what would help me? That flamingo. Thank you, pet map. Very cool. Uphills like haunts, real strange.
Areas under quarantine.
They mustn't keep you very busy up there.
Underhill, sorry. Opposite of uphill. Right now, it feels like an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't get it because her name's not Uphill, so the joke doesn't really land. That worked out pretty well. Uncharted territory. 3 more types to get. Nothing on the radio. Where am I going? What a pitiful way to die. I guess any way of dying is somewhat pitiful. This just leads back into the main room. If anything, this looks like I would be trying to just climb up there, so I probably should go in here first. I saw something, but I don't think it was anything important.
One of Underhill's samples.
That was near a television, you're right. Can I get attacked while this happens? I hope not. Yo, Mr. Bones, cool character. That's a doll mask on.
Random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well, but accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
I like that the whole time Topher was just freaking out. Good stuff. Alright, near staircase. Near fresh corpses. That's a weird one. Like, that's a weird one because that's like everywhere. That looks like a staircase.
Found one.
Okay. Oh. Also, I don't think enemies actually respawn, which I'm grateful for right now. Just don't want to deal with those. Ooh. They did give me one. That looks like a pretty fresh corpse, if you ask me. What's that like? Oh, it's a crack. What is this, like, light too? I feel fine running around, because it's easier to do whatever I want. I almost expected that to actually, like, blow out the wall. Also, obviously, very dark. I cannot see most things. I'm gonna assume there's like a big combat arena for fresh corpses, or we're just done.
This looks like a good one.
Okay.
That's all 5 samples.
Well,
I should get these back to Underhill.
that ended up being a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Guess mainly because when you start off with a big room in a, I'd say a biggish combat encounter like this, my immediate thought is, oh boy, we're gonna be facing harder ones later. That way. Wasn't sure which way I ended up going before. I'm gonna assume there's another layer to this, though, probably with that elevator. Huh. They really made it so you had to go talk to her before.
This place is fucking weird.
Yo, what up?
I found L5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
Don't.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know.
You said you didn't like that it was called mold.
Perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
Dead.
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yeah, it's...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores. Now leave me to it.
So I'll be able to walk on the other stuff, I'm assuming. How much time?
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Also, would have been nice to tell me about the whole eating thing.
Guard duty down here. This place is fucking weird.
I wonder if this works like,
Clocks? No, that's weird.
What's weird?
You done?
Do you need something?
Yeah. Hurry it up.
I need to get going.
I'm
Try not to
sure
transport any spores. I'll back to it then.
we'll learn that it's safe eventually. I don't know. It says to give her time. Oh, this is just the kids, right? When you're caught in the house shift. Alright, well, we basically did that part. And of course, when I decided to send the elevator up, I didn't need it. I was gonna make a joke about how it's gonna be like Pokemon when you give them the fossil, leave the building, and come back into the building, and they're like, you took like years. Why did it take you so long? This fossil's been done.